Hello everyone, welcome back to Full Invasion. This is, well, this is what it is. This is actually not a continuation of the episode from yesterday, believe it or not. I know we're in the same place with the same factions. It's hard to grasp, but hey, this particular scenario gets played often. I like to imagine that there's just a world where this is going on 24/7. And I may not be far from the truth, if you think about it. But yeah, Middle-earth versus Mordor at not Minas Tirith, sorry, Siege of the Hornburg, as this map is called. Between this and Minas Tirith, you got about like 75% of what Full Invasion is. But anyway, that's not important. What is important is the E3 conferences are now all wrapped up. All of them. Square Enix, Nintendo, Microsoft, everything is now over, and proper E3 has begun. So some of the games that stood out to me, there's quite a few. I'm probably not going to remember them all, but the one that I'm going to start with is For Honor. That was shown at the Ubisoft conference. I would recommend, if you have not seen it, you should watch the gameplay of it. There is some available on YouTube. You can find it. Just look up For Honor E3 gameplay. You'll be able to find it. So it kind of reminds me of Chivalry a little bit, because there are samurai, there are knights, and there are Vikings. But there's also a little bit of Dynasty Warriors mixed in. Just a little bit of Dynasty Warriors mixed in. When you see the gameplay, you'll see what I'm talking about. But it looks like the main part of the gameplay is a more advanced melee system where your blocks are based on, from what I can tell, mouse movements, and then your attacks are based on mouse movements. It's all about this kind of one-on-one, one-on-two, two-on-two type of dueling system between the samurai, Vikings, and knights. They talked about different classes within these different warrior types, different abilities that they can do, and it sounds and it looks awesome. It looks right up my alley. I can't wait to play that game. Oh, it's gonna be glorious. I love Dynasty Warriors games, and there's a little bit of that mixed in, at least with this one mode that they're showing off currently, with your AI armies going at it, while there's 4 actual human players on each team going around taking objectives and fighting each other, and it looks awesome. It looks awesome. So yeah, that was shown at Ubisoft, and I can't go on further without mentioning Final Fantasy VII, y'all. Final Fantasy VII. This is... Look, I played Final Fantasy VII when it came out. I've never played it since. But what Final Fantasy VII did to me was really open my eyes to the world of Japanese RPGs. Up to the time of that release, I didn't even really play any. Like, I played some, I played the Lufia series. I believe that was from, that was JRPG, technically, from the Super Nintendo, and I enjoyed those games. But I didn't really jump into JRPGs until Final Fantasy VII. It showed me what they were, really. And so that always holds like a special place in my heart. Final Fantasy VII, I don't think is the best Final Fantasy game out there. I don't think it's bad. A lot of people like to hate on it, and a lot of people like to praise that as the next coming. I think it was a good game for its time. Try and play it today. Go back to Final Fantasy VII and try and play it today. I tried a couple years ago and I was like, ooh, no, this is one of those things that I think you just need to leave in your memory. Just leave it there, don't touch it again. And I've never been a person on board, well, not like super on board, the train of let's remake Final Fantasy VII. Like I said, it was a cool game back in this time. Sephiroth, he was there. It was cool. That being said, though, when they announced it at the Sony press conference, the kid inside of me that played that game, you know, oh god, no, that's almost 20 years ago now, just screamed. It just came out of nowhere. Like, I didn't even know that kid was still in there, but he came out, and he was very excited. He's like, Mike. That's my actual name, Mike. Make it easier. He was like, Tokshen. Yo, dude, we've got to play this game when it comes out. And I was like, you know what, man? You're right. We really do. And I watched that announcement trailer like 12 times. I'm not even going to lie. When I see Barrett and Cloud walking down the street, that's all it took for me to understand that I actually do kind of want to play Final Fantasy VII again. And I am super excited. There's probably going to be a lot of people out there that hate it. Maybe say that Square Enix is wasting their time on it, but I don't even think it's Square Enix, or, yeah, I don't think it's like Square Enix that's actually doing it. I heard that it's some kind of third-party team that made the .hack games, I think, which is kind of odd to me if that's actually true. But if they do good on it, then I don't care who makes it, as long as it's done well. And also, like, what is that game even gonna look like? It's just gonna be literally like just like they're gonna have to redo all the assets because it's a remake, not like an HD upres. So everything's gonna be redone, but this is just literally the same game with the same terrible translations that's gonna be released. Like, it can't be, right? Are they gonna update the? Because like the gameplay of Final Fantasy VII, I don't see it holding up to today. That battle system is just it's old. It was awesome back then, but like I just don't think it's gonna be fun to play. So are they gonna change it to a more like what are they doing with their more modern Final Fantasy games? But like, can they? Because then will the audience just tear their heads off? Like, oh my god, this isn't the you know, time battle system from Final Fantasy VII. Like, can they do that though? Would they do that? So I'm kind of curious if they're gonna do real-time battles like they have been doing for the modern Final Fantasies, or if they're gonna actually stay true to what Final Fantasy VII was. You know, as long as they have the materia system in there, I think I'm cool either way. Well, actually, I'd be cool with them doing the real-time battle. I kind of hope that they do, because I think that'd be more action-focused and more acceptable in today's culture, or today's gaming audience. If they go back to the battles that were in Final Fantasy VII originally, I don't know. Like, I want to say it'd be great, but I think that's just the fanboy in me saying, oh no, it's gonna be great, man. It's gonna be great. You're gonna be like 20 years ago, back in the prime time of, you know, Square Enix RPGs. But really, I kind of hope that they just update the battle system and let the fans be angry if they want to be angry. But anyway, Final Fantasy VII was announced. That was cool. Speaking about other games that people have been waiting for a long time, Last Guardian. That's, I guess, now a video game, which is cool. I never played Eco or Shadow of the Colossus, both of which I've heard were cool games. Mostly Shadow of the Colossus, though, I've heard a lot of great things about. But it's just a game that I just passed, and I doubt I'm ever going to go back to. I've seen it. It looked cool. I'm not going to lie. It looked really awesome, but I just never played it. And the Last Guardian trailer reveal, like, it didn't really do much for me as a gamer, I guess. I looked at it and I was like, okay, cool. But as just like an experience, I guess I can use that word, as just an experience, it looked really awesome. The whole connection between that bird dog thing and the human kid, I feel like I can connect with that, and I think I could get some enjoyment out of it. Maybe watching a Let's Play or something, but I don't know if that's actually going to be a game I play. But as watching it, I think I could have a fun time doing that. So yeah, Last Guardian finally announced. Everyone lost their shit. Speaking about losing their shit, Shenmue 3 was also announced at the Sony press conference. Was really just, let's give the fans what they've been, I guess, asking for years and years. Just do it all at once. Yeah, so Shenmue 3 was also, well, the Kickstarter was announced, and it was funded within like 12 hours of the Kickstarter launching. So yeah, Shenmue 3 is going to be a thing, I guess. I think I played Shenmue 1 briefly. It was either 1 or 2, I can't remember which one I played. I didn't play through the whole thing, like I said, it was very briefly, so I don't really have this deep love for the Shenmue series, but I'm still kind of excited that Shenmue 3 is coming out, I guess. I've heard a lot of people talking about the Shenmue games over the course of the years. Again, I never really played them that much, so yeah, but I'm sure someone out there is just fainting at the news of Shenmue 3. Also, speaking about fainting, I actually saw people on Twitter about this one. Kingdom Hearts 3. Square Enix press conference, they were like, yo, here's Kingdom Hearts 3 finally. Here's some footage of it. It looks, hey, you know what it looks like? It looks like Kingdom Hearts. Yep, yeah, if you play Kingdom Hearts 1 or 2, the gameplay that they showed at the Square Enix press conference is gonna look kind of similar. It looks great. Like, it looks great. I mean, it looks like Kingdom Hearts. I really enjoyed Kingdom Hearts 1. I didn't enjoy Kingdom Hearts 2 that much. I tried to get into all the other offshoot games over the years they've done. You know, like, what was it, 365 days over 2 divided by 5. You know, that one, and Awakening, is that one of them? I don't know. I have one for the PSP, I think. Or maybe for my 3DS. Oh, hey, look, we're actually playing right now. I don't know. I've played a couple after 2, and they've never really just done anything for me. I'll play 3. I know I'll play it, but I'm honestly not one of the super fans that's like, ah, Kingdom Hearts 3, oh my god, you know, foaming at the mouth. But at the same time, I am kind of excited. And I'm excited for the people who love Kingdom Hearts 3. I'm sure this news and seeing them actually put some gameplay footage out there, it just, it's destroying their minds. And like on Twitter, I saw people were saying like, I'm crying right now that I'm so excited. I'm like, wow. You know, I'm happy for you that you're excited about something that much that you would cry about it. And that's cool for them. So yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3. Oh, what else is there? God, there's so many games. Horizon, the new one from Guerrilla Games, which were the Killzone people. Their new game, Horizon. It looks awesome. It's a post-apocalyptic. It's like a post-apocalyptic world where humans are divided in tribes that use like bow and arrows, and they're hunting robotic animals, like robotic animals and dinosaurs. And the setup is just, it's cool. It's really cool. I'm looking forward to this Horizon game. You should look that up. It's unique, and I really look. Wow, Morty out of arrows. I can't wait to play that one. Horizon. Oh, there's so many games have been announced. I know I'm gonna miss a lot of them. Oh yeah, Halo 5 and Gears of War 4 were in the. Did I already talk about that? I don't think I have. But those were in the Microsoft press conference. Neither of which I'm really excited about. I enjoyed Halo games, but I never played Halo 4. I did talk about this. I know I talked about this. Never mind. I won't talk about that anymore. I know I said that. I mentioned that in the last video. Maybe I didn't. Anyway, Halo 5, it's a thing. I'm not that excited about it. I'm sure it'd be great, though, or fun to play. What else was there? What else was there? I feel like there's so many games I'm just not. Oh, Just Cause 3, that looks great. That's going to be coming out later this year. That was also the Square Enix conference. Yeah, let's talk about the Square Enix conference really quickly. That and Nintendo. So today Nintendo and Square Enix did their thing back to back. Nintendo was full of like just fun, heartstring moments. Nintendo always like, just appeals to the kid in you, and if you can't smile during a Nintendo conference, then I don't think you have a heart. Like, I don't think I have a heart most of the time, but even I still have some of one, to the point where I can smile at the Nintendo press conferences and what they do. Because, like, they showed, what was it? Like, Miyamoto and, Regis? No, not Regis. Whatever that guy's name, Filme, I can't remember his name. And some other guy, like, they dressed them up as puppets. Not dressed them up, but they were puppets. And, like, just watch the Nintendo press conference, like, the beginning of it, you'll see what I'm talking about. It just... There's heart put into that briefing. And then after that briefing, they had Square Enix, which was a corporate, like, lecture. Everybody that presented on there, they had a podium, okay? None of the press conferences ever had podiums because they know that you have to be engaging with the audience. You have to walk around, you have to move to keep the audience visually kind of stimulated. That's just how the brain works. But this was really just a corporate lecture. They stood at the podium, they read from a prompter, and it was just very dry. There was like no energy in that press conference at all, which made the reveal of Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer just, it sucked the life out of you before they revealed it, so I couldn't even be that excited about it at the time. Like, I was just in this kind of blah state during the entire thing. So it's oh man, the Square Enix press conference was, their presentation was terrible. The games they had was kind of cool. Oh, hold on, someone said hello. Hello. So yeah, they had Just Cause 3 there, they had the Kingdom Hearts, they announced a new Star Ocean game, which I've never really played the Star Ocean games before, but sure, I'm on board with that, I guess. But god, that press conference was just so bad. But going back to Nintendo, you had Star Fox, which I'm kind of excited about because I was a huge Star Fox 64 fan. Anything else from that game from that conference I was really excited about? Like, for the most part, I'm not excited about Nintendo products. But they did show Fire Emblem Fates. I'm a huge Fire Emblem fan, so seeing that trailer was, oh, that got me really excited, seeing the new Fire Emblem. So that was great. They showed the Fire Emblem Cross Shin Megami Tensei game. I still don't really understand what the hell that is, but I'm kind of excited, I guess. But yeah, Fire Emblem. Oh man, Fire Emblem Awakening was great. And Fire Emblem games before that were great. Like, Fire Emblem is just a cool series, and if you haven't tried it out, try it out, or at least look up some gameplay to see if it's for you. I love the Fire Emblem games. So yeah, that's kind of Nintendo. I know I'm kind of all over the board here. EA press conference, they showed more of the Star Wars Battlefront game, which is going to be great, hopefully. I'm excited, but not super excited. I don't know. I'm sure when the game's released, I'll probably be off the wall like, oh, Star Wars Battlefield, but right now I'm just kind of like, yeah, Star Wars Battlefield. It looks cool. So that's a thing. EA's press conference was kind of shit. Honestly, I thought it was really bad. They opened up strong with the new Mass Effect game. They didn't really show much of it, but they're like, here it is. Mass Effect, it's still a thing. And I'm like, yeah! And they ended the press conference with Battlefront, which I was like, yeah! But like the middle of that press conference was just... They had like 10 minutes talking to Pele, which is a soccer, or if you live in the rest of the world, football, like, important person in that world. I'm not a follower of soccer, so it didn't really do anything for me. And the EA press conference, they just, the beginning and end were great, but everything in between I thought was terrible. I honestly can't even remember the games that they showed between Mass Effect and Battlefront at the end, and I feel like there was one or two more mixed in there that were actually kind of cool. Like they had the new Need for Speed one in there, which is, I don't know, it's alright. It's kind of a blur though. I can't really remember much more from EA. Going back to Sony though, they showed more of No Man's Sky, but they only showed like 3 minutes of it, which is not enough No Man's Sky to really get a feel of what you do in that game. Like, it's an expansive game, I get that. The universe is huge. You can go anywhere, explore any planet. But I still don't... Like, I don't know what the point is. Maybe the point is you just explore these planets, you see some randomly generated wildlife on the planet, you go cool, and then you go to the next planet. But like, I really want to see like an hour-long demo of someone just playing No Man's Sky, and like that's what that game needs. But these conferences can't give that to them, so I'm hoping that sometime during E3 they will show that somewhere. Like someone will record footage, like I said, 45 minutes to an hour. Hell, give me 2 hours, you know, what No Man's Sky is. But anyway, I'm still kind of cautiously optimistic about the game. What else was there? Rainbow Six Siege at the Ubisoft, that's kind of cool. The new Ghost Recon game they announced at the end of Ubisoft's conference. Wildlands? Wild Run? Something? That looks potentially pretty awesome. So I would also suggest looking that up, the new Ghost Recon game. I mean, honestly, at the news of the Final Fantasy VII, like a lot of other games just kind of got pushed out of my mind because I'm just really excited about that. And that's not even going to be coming for like 2 or 3 years, probably. At least 2 or 3 years. World of Final Fantasy, that was the game that they announced. It has like a bunch of chibi art mixed in with like Kingdom's Heart looking art. I'm not entirely sure what World of Final Fantasy is. I think they did a very poor job of explaining what it is. It looks neat though, so hey, World of Final Fantasy. But yeah, the game that stood out for me, Final Fantasy VII, For Honor is one of the ones I'm most excited about. Just Cause 3 looks awesome. Fallout 4, of course, but I mentioned that in yesterday's episode. Fire Emblem. God, so many games we talked about. I think that's about it. Oh yeah, Deus Ex. Right, they showed a new trailer for Deus Ex. That's something. I want to play it, but that was at that Square Enix press conference, and like I said, that conference just like drained the soul from you. I came out of that conference not excited about video games, and that's not how you should feel after one of these things. God, but yeah, at the end of that one they showed Deus Ex, but like I said, my soul was gone by that time, so I couldn't really feel excited. But yeah, Deus Ex. Hopefully it's good. I think that's most of the games that I cared about. I'm sure I'm missing a couple. Oh, Unravel. Unravel, the game with like the cat yarn, or the cat made of yarn. that seems potentially cool and heartfelt. One of those things just make you smile. So kind of looking forward to that. I haven't died yet, have I? I probably should be dying here soon. I'm kind of surprised because I honestly have not been paying attention to this game at all. But I guess that, you know, when you play this for so long, you just run on autopilot. There we go, I got hit. There it is, I'm dead. Allows me to think even more about what I've been seeing the past couple days. I think that's about it. I'll probably talk a little bit more about E3 throughout this whole week of Full Invasion videos as I see more. Yeah, I think that about covers most of the games I was excited for. It's kind of crazy. Like For Honor is one of the most excited is something like just got me really excited, and it's not part of one of the huge franchises that have been shown at these conferences. You know, it's not a Halo 5 or anything. It's a new game. I doubt it's going to be like that big, but I don't know. That's just the game for me, I guess. So, do we actually care about seeing the rest of this? More Hornburg and Middle-earth and stuff? Like, I don't? Think I'll just end it, I guess? Yeah, that sounds about good. Yeah, let's end it right here. So, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed. I will see you all next time. Take care.